We have a moose hide that's just past 1/3 of the way cured, and it is time at last to depart Desolation Point. Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of the Long Dark in our Against All Odds series. Still trying to avoid speaking during the transitions there, just in case that weird audio thing happens again. Hasn't happened in a while, but only happens with the Long Dark. Not sure what it is, and I'm trying to avoid it. So, we, as I mentioned, are going to get the heck out of Dodge. We've got the moose hide on us. I can probably go ahead and eat one of the moldy moose meat. I can eat the one I have on me, that's for sure. I can also drink the water that I have on me and reduce some of my burden. Is there anything else that I can drop? Justifiably so. Probably not. I mean, I've got some teas that I can drink, but I think I'd prefer not to. So I am going to grab one piece of moose meat, just to give myself something to snack on for this journey. But we're going to get out of Dodge. It's been an interesting visit to Desolation Point. I'm relatively confident that we won't run into much trouble at all on our way out, because we killed 2 wolves over the past few episodes. Well, we killed 2 wolves in one episode, really. We spent last episode cooking, for the most part, in the whaling station. But now that we've done that, it's time to leave. And the thing about the wolves, the current respawn settings, as I've mentioned, are quite low. So what that means is that relative... Hang on, I want to make sure that bear isn't nearby. What that means is that relative to the typical game of the Long Dark... Yeah, we're good. When you kill a wolf, it's generally longer before another one shows up to harass you. So it is still pretty cold at the moment. We don't have forever to trudge around with this thing. And we're going to have to be strategic. Do I have my bedroll? Yes, I do. So here are the 2 wolves we killed. And if we run into trouble in Desolation Point trying to escape with this stuff that we're carrying, it's going to be in the next few steps. And I'm armed with the rifle. I'm ready to go. So I say bring it on. I can even just use the revolver to try and scare off the wolves, because that's an option now. You know what? Just to make sure we stay safe, I'm going to take the back way out. The snow falling like this does kind of give me the feeling that we might have a blizzard incoming, so I don't want to be here for much longer. But we're going to head into the transition zone, then head into Coastal Highway, drop the moose hide off at the Quonset. I think that's what I'm going to do. I just need it to be near a workstation. So we need to put it somewhere in the zone. There's a couple of different workstations in Coastal Highway, but I need it to be in place where I can then leave it and then come back and put the satchel together when it's time. I'm walking past some reishi mushrooms right now, and I don't know how I feel about that. Let's go ahead and grab them. Yeah, we're really cold at the moment. I'm going to grab this lichen as well. We are going to lose a little bit of condition on this trip, but I just think we're going to have to deal with that. Something we're going to have to live with. Now, there are still wolves in the area, but taking this route means they're less likely to bother me.
So cold. So cold.
I know. Okay, so we're at 100% condition right now, as long as we don't stay in our current position for too long. Meaning as long as we don't stay out here, as opposed to inside one of the tunnels, which we're headed towards right now. Should be okay. Famous last words, perhaps, but, you know. It is possible. I have seen a wolf patrolling all the way down near the end of this road. It's rare, but it can happen. And when I say I've seen it happen and it's rare, I mean I've seen it once. And that might have been... That was definitely a long time ago. So it could be a false memory. It could also be a patrol route that has been modified, because those have been updated in recent patches, possibly since the moment that I'm recalling. Yeah, like, I've seen a wolf down that direction. Part of me wants to go that way just to figure out what's up, but we're already losing condition due to being cold, so I'm going to stay on task. I did poke my head in here, right? Yeah, I did. No, I'm not checking the visors. Shut up. I'm not checking the visors. It's not happening. There's never anything in them. That is an urban legend among the Long Dark community. And what's hilarious about it to me, and I don't mean hilarious in a way of mocking people who say this, but it's funny, the way that urban legends are, we're capable of fooling ourselves, right? Human beings have, as to quote Six from Battlestar Galactica, we have a remarkable capacity for self-deception. Gaius Baltar was the most human character on that show for a reason, and one of his chief talents was self-deception, the ability to trick his own mind, and we all have that ability. And one of the things that has come up a lot over this discussion and this back and forth, these people saying, check the visors, is every now and then you get someone who swears they found something in a visor, like they got a candy bar that dropped out of it or whatever, and like they'll literally tell you, and it's like, okay, I don't know what version of the game you were playing, but that's never been possible. Certainly never happened to me, and consensus is that it's not doable. All right, now we are gaining warmth again. I don't think I have any birch bark tea. No, I don't. What's in here? A whetstone? I'll take it. All right, let's move. That went pretty well. I think it's largely thanks to the fact that we killed those two wolves already. I'm trying to move through the caves like they're a different cave system. Actually regaining warmth quite quickly. Feels like 75 degrees at the moment. A nice, comfortable 75 degrees. Let's see, sports socks and a decent wool toque. None of which we need. Don't need that pry bar either. We've already checked the dead guy. Double checking myself, I know. Not necessary, but I'm doing it anyway. There's some coal. And another flare. I guess I'll go ahead and grab the flare there since I wasted that last one a few episodes back. I can't decide if I miss brandishing or not. Remember when they briefly changed that? They made it to where you couldn't throw the flares, you brandished them instead, you would wave them at wolves as a way to scare off wolves. I kind of liked that. I didn't like necessarily that we no longer had the ability to throw them, but I liked that we could brandish them. There's a part of me that wants that back. While still having the ability to throw them too. So in order to do that, they would have to implement like a kind of a Assassin's Creed style or Red Dead Redemption style aiming system where you held down one button to indicate you actually wanted to throw, and then you... Oh, here's another flare. I'll grab that. And then you actually pull the trigger and then it throws. Otherwise, it would just brandish if you weren't holding down the aim button. That's what they'd have to do, I think. Now, the likelihood of running into company here is high. I'm actually just going to take the rifle out straight up. I don't remember when we came through this zone previously if I killed any wolves. I think I had a brief stay in this cave. Let me see if I left anything by chance. Yeah, I know we did because we lit this fire. I think we cooked some deer meat back here, right? Yeah. But we didn't kill any wolves. Which means there are 2. Somewhere here. And I'm so paranoid about it right now, I have an itch in my nose. And I can't, like, I'm not moving my hands. I'm struggling right now. Like, my face is twitching. Like, I'm trying to stay focused, knowing that there might be something about to eat my face off. My digital face, anyway. Screw you. Screw you. Don't want to deal with it. We're going to step inside here, and we need to regain a little bit of warmth anyway. So what we're going to do... Screw you, you bastard. I knew that would happen. Alright, let's sleep for... How much water yeah, it's fine. Let's sleep for an hour. We needed that anyway. There's no reason to senselessly lose condition. 40 days, 21 hours, 29 minutes. How about that? Alright, now, food-wise, not quite ready to eat these other steaks yet. I can go ahead and eat this one, because I didn't realize I still had it. Alright, so there's a dead deer back here, interestingly enough. We don't need that. There you are. Alright, I'm just going to try and escape this wolf. There's 2 of them. So we got 1 coming after me. He's back there. Alright, we got away. Well, that was fun. We aren't technically giving off a scent right now, but I think the fact that we have 2 pounds of moose meat on us is enough to attract some attention. Oh man, it's cold. The world is getting colder. This is going to be a challenge. Okay. So, right now I'm thinking Quonset as my spot. And there's already a bit of a breeze in this flurry, and I don't like that. That's a wolf. Alright, don't want to exhaust myself sprinting, or use up all my sprinting capacity. It needs to regenerate a little bit. Used up a good bit of it just now, running from those 2 wolves. Now, the length of time that we've been gone, I think there's a good chance there will be wolves in the Quonset area. We killed a few before we left here last time, but I think they'll be back. So we might have to do a little bit of creative sprinting twice in one episode just to get in safe. Calorie-wise, how are we doing? 1,600? As soon as we're at about 1,450 or so, we're going to eat that other moose steak. We're going to eat the rest of the moosin'. All right, a couple of deer, including one very close to me, so that's somewhat reassuring. We're starting to run low on energy, though. When I get in, we're going to need to sleep for a good while. And I think I still have some meat sitting out in the back of the Quonset from previous kills. I don't think I used up all of that, so I'm going to have additional food, hopefully, to live on. Is the sky clearing right now? If the sky is clearing, it might just be... Oh, the weather might actually be improving. I was a little bit worried by the wind, but yeah, the sky seems to be clearing up. Oh, here's where the bear was. Here's our snow shelter, completely broken in. Ruined snow shelter, can't do anything with it. I wasted that snow shelter about as much as I wasted that flare a few episodes back. Did it and then didn't do anything with it. Snow shelters are really only kind of emergency. Like, I kind of used it in that instance in like a more, I don't know if cosmetic is the right word, but I was just sort of doing it, or aesthetic maybe. Like, it was just sort of something I was doing for a look. Like, I just wanted to be able to hang out by the bear while I was cooking it. I didn't need to do it. It's not spraying myself, thanks.
Starting to feel numb.
Okay, so need to get inside. Spent a little too much time in the cold lately. Quonset's right around the corner. Any wolves in the road? Okay, no wolves in the road, but that doesn't mean there aren't wolves in the snow immediately between me and the Quonset, or up this direction. We're kind of walking down a gauntlet right now of potential wolf spawn locations. Tell you what, let's be smart about it. We're going to step up the hillside here because wolves don't patrol here very often. And I might lose a little bit of condition due to this taking longer and being a longer path, but I think it's worth it. Hey, dear. I could have technically shot you just now. Not going to worry about it. Much better. Okay, now we have a high view of the area where we can spot anyone that might try and interfere with our arrival as we come down. All right.
It's freezing.
There's the hypothermia risk. Musical cue right on time. There's a wolf. All right, so he's probably going to give me a little bit of trouble. He/she/it. Okay. Let's get over this slope so I can judge for myself whether or not there are any wolves immediately present. Don't see any. Let's go. Bear meat. Excellent. And we're home. We have a couple of cured wolf pelts for us right here. Very nice, which we can use to make wolf skin items, of course. Let's see. Oh yeah, we're definitely ready to eat that. And we still have the gamey bear meat here, so that's going to come in really handy. Let's go ahead and drop our good friend the fresh moose hide so I can finish curing. Good lord, this thing's massive. Don't say it, Hadrian. Everybody's thinking it. Let them think it. They can say it out loud themselves. There's no reason for you to add to the twistedness and general perversion of society. Don't say it. Just let it be. Okay. Let's put these flares up. Okay. What else can we put away? I mean, I can get some more reading done now that I'm here. But, man, this is kind of nice. It's kind of a home sweet home kind of moment, in a way. These, I believe, I've already read, yes? All of them. So, yeah, part of me just wants to do some more reading. This one is going to require a lot more, actually. How much more time do I have in the day? I don't have a lot of water left, so it might be smart. Here's our cooking pot again. That's nice. Let's grab a stick and some of the firewood there. I'm not going to put all that on one fire, obviously. Let's use one of the sticks. We're going to get you going. And I just want to get some more water out of this deal while I read.
Come on, little fire.
Yeah. Come on. You know you want to. Pretty please. Don't let me down now.
Perfect.
Okay. Let's put one piece of the fir firewood on there. The rest of this and the rest of the fir firewood we will drop. And then that's going to take a good amount of time. Wait a minute. Okay, so the fire went out, but the water's still good. Good. Let's go ahead and drink it, because we need to. I wasn't expecting it to go out that quickly. Guess I didn't look at how long the fire was supposed to last. Oh yeah, that's right. I only put one piece of fir firewood on there. That's right. That's right. Okay, good. Well, now we are at 9 to 25 hours. We still have 16 more to go. Well, let's go ahead and get some rest. Although, I guess I should put the bear meat back outside. There's no reason for it to senselessly lose condition. Of course, we are not going to get 12 hours of sleep out of our current situation, but that's most of the night, which is what I wanted. We also still have a good amount of water. All right, so how much longer does this thing have on it? 42% cured. So it is 4 days down. Still needs 6. So we have stuff to do. The question is, do I take that hide farther down the road, rather, so that I can put it at the workstation? Well, that's an external workstation, though. It wouldn't be safe to work outside. I don't think that makes sense. I think it makes the most sense to leave it here. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to leave the moose hide here. In the next episode, I am going to go to my favorite zone in the history of the Long Dark, Pleasant Valley. It really is the best. It's just the best. There's no zone better than it, and we're going, finally. I'm sure we'll run into about 10 blizzards before we get back to get our moose hide satchel. We could, of course, if we wanted to, We can make a moose hide. Let's take a look really quickly before we end here. Not a moose hide, but a wolfskin coat. And this is 6.6 pounds, though, so that would be considerably heavier. And it takes 4 cured wolf pelts, not 2. So maybe we won't do that. But we could kill some additional wolves. I still didn't want to take the skins off the wolves that I killed. I don't think that makes sense. What's in here? Oh, a ruined torch that I could break down for a stick. What? What? Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, I would have had to bring additional weight with me and stuff that would have made me smellier to all those predators that I escaped. So, no thanks. I'm glad I didn't do that. But yeah, we're going to leave it here, and we're going to go towards Pleasant Valley in the beginning of the next one. Anyhow, seems like it's a blizzard brewing, though, so we might have a little bit more trouble leaving than I thought. But we're still going to go. This is just Pleasant Valley saying hello. This is just the universe saying, hey, this is the decision you're making. This is the reward you're going to get for it. Actually, the weather's clearing up a little bit. So I don't know what I'm saying. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at 1 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.